Okay, this is the first video for your annual report project, and I wanted to show you where you could find the assignment and walk you through some of the aspects of it. All right, so two places where you could find a link to the discussion. One is here under the discussions. You'll see all three of them actually from here. So this is the first one we're going to do this week. This is week 2, week 3. You can also find them under the modules link. Go all the way to the bottom of week 1. And you'll see a link for week 1, and of course there's week 2 and week 3. Okay, so they're in two places. Let's go back here and load the assignment. Okay. So you're going to do a couple things here. You're going to create an initial post, and that post will include the answers to these 7 questions. I know it looks like a lot, but it's really not as bad as it looks, right? So I'll walk you through how to answer some of these questions and kind of guide you through the process, because I realize it's a significant task to understand some of these companies. Okay? So that's going to be your initial post. And then after you complete that, you're going to respond to at least 2 other posts. And that can be 2 other students. So you comment on the answers that they've made, or even the questions that they've posed. I'll talk about that in a sec. Or you could do that with the same person. So as long as it's 2 substantive posts, and they're not kind of superficial posts where you just say, hey, great job, I really liked your answer, that's not going to get you very many points. So I want you to dig in a little bit and examine how their answers compare to your answers, and compare and contrast your work. And if you're not sure if you're right, or if you're sure you are right, then have that discussion, right? And try to fish out and expand your understanding of the material that way. So it's meant to be a critical thinking exercise where you really dig in and explore each other's work. Okay, you do at least 2 of those, 2 good discussions. And again, it can be the same person and concerning the same matter, or it can be 2 people in which you want to engage. And you don't have to limit it to that. If you really get into it and you're having a good time working on it, and you want to talk to other people about their work, by all means feel free to do that. So like I said, when you make a response, you could either first provide a critique to one of their answers to the questions. So one of these questions, you could compare yours to theirs if they're different, and kind of figure that out and fish it out. Or you could answer one of their questions posed in the last question. Let me show you what I mean. So question 7 says, what questions do you have about the 4 main reports at this point in the course? And I'll let you continue to read that. But basically you could respond to one of these questions if you felt like you could share something that would answer the question. So I encourage you to do that too. So either of those 2 ways you could make a response to your colleagues. Okay. I think I've kind of talked you through this. The due date is Friday each week at midnight, and your responses are on Sunday night, so they're due by Sunday night. If we could wrap things up over the weekend, that would be great. Alright, now when you create your initial post, if you could include the question numbers 1 through 7 listed below, so you got 1 through 7 questions to answer. If you could just say, number 1, here's the name of the 5 financial statements, and then tell me what they are. Number 2, here's my analysis of the income statement, because number 2 is all about the income statement. Number 3, here's my thoughts about profits and revenues. So just a short little intro that would help whoever's reading your post kind of anchor back to the question without having to go back and read through the whole question. That would be great. Alright, so that's the assignment. I'm going to end this video here so you get just an idea of what it is you got to do. And then I'll create another video that walks you through the various questions. So I'll read through each one of them with you and kind of help you find what you need in order to answer those questions.